Hello gang, this is Glenn Schaefer here at my office at Showtime Music. I always say that simply because I like saying I have an office. Yay. Anyway, uh, today we're going to be talking about your pickup selector. This little thing right here. This will be, of course, for a Stratocaster. I'm a Strat player, always have been, always will be. I've tried many other guitars, used them for a while. Now you get great tones off of them, but for versatility, you can't beat a Strat. So here we go. Your first, well, I'll explain to you when you're playing on your guitar. Okay. If you pick up here, if you play here with your strumming hand, notice it sounds kind of thick. And if you play back here, it's really thin. Okay, what's going on is the closer you play up to this neck, the thicker your sound's going to be. So that is what these pickups are picking up. So when you say neck pickup, which is all the way up, okay, so that pickup right there, now it's going to be thicker because it's closer to the neck. So it's going to have a real nice Hendrixy sound. Okay, now you move it down just one, and now you're using this pickup and that pickup together. The sound on this one doesn't change as much. You can still get that. Still get that Hendrix bluesy sound out of that one. Now move down one more, and you're just using this pickup. This is good for like some rock and roll, like Head East. Kind of thing. It's a little thinner. It's not as thick. But you can still get a good tone off of it. Now, the next one down, it starts getting a little thinner because you're moving back. You're going to be using this one and that one. This is what I use for my country. Just about anything country, any gig I've had, I'm on this pickup. And it gives you that, it's not too thin, it gives you a nice sound, but it's thin enough to sound country. So it's kind of like so it gives you a good country tone. You move down one more. This is your really thin one. Now, a lot of times this is ear piercing. Use this one sparingly. You can use it when you need to really get out some fast notes, because it really you can hear every note that you hit with this one. Use that one like that. If it's too thin, you can roll back your tone levels just a little bit. That'll make it just a little thicker. And that always helps me. I use, a lot of times I can't get exactly the perfect tone out of any of them, so I've got to mess with my tone knobs down here. And all those are, it's just a tone pot, pretty much like it's on your wah pedal. This one don't work real well, but if you get a Telecaster and do that with it, you can actually make it sound like a wah pedal. Just doing that with it. Kind of hear it there, but this guitar isn't as of a nice one as I'm used to. It's just a Squire Strat. I'm not using anything great in here, by the way. I'm just using a little PB amp and a guitar, and that's it. So there's not much, you know. This is more for informational, not tonational, if that works. So you got this pickup selector here, and now there's lots you can do with it. Hendrix used it, and I didn't learn. I could never figure this one part out until I watched Stevie Ray do it, and that's how I figured out how Hendrix did it. Was he'd bend this note up, and it almost sounded like a spaceship or something coming down, man. It was great on his descent. So what he was doing was going. I don't know why I like it. And that's all you're doing, just back and forth, all the way up and down. Now, in expressive playing, especially Stevie Ray Vaughan, I've noticed that a lot of his bends, Stevie was always switching these. He kept it interesting. Every time you turn around, he's switching this thing. It's right there. You can switch it real easy with your pinky. But for really expressive notes, like if you're going to bend here, you leave it all the way up, and then as you're bending and get to your final destination, you crank it down, and it gives you a really good expression, like almost like it's crying. Bend it up. So those are some things you can do with your pickup selector. Hope that helps. So, as usual, I'll jam something. I don't know how well the camera angle is.